Do you want to start making money on Instagram now, right now, in 2019 and beyond? It's all about Instagram marketing for your business. And I'm going to teach you exactly how you can make money using Instagram alone, okay? So in this episode, I want to teach you some key elements to start making money on Instagram now, okay? Now, first and foremost, we're going to go into the before. And it's really, really important to really set yourself up for success. So the before is actually going to take the most work, okay? We need to do a couple things to get prepared and ready before we actually start making money using Instagram, okay? So step one on the before, okay, is, and I mentioned this in other episodes, so if you've watched me before, you might know about this, but it's all about personal branding, okay? I can't stress this enough, especially with Instagram. Instagram is the #1 engagement platform online right now, and it's all about building that know, like, and trust with your audience, with your followers on Instagram. So if you don't have followers yet, or you're building up your following, you really need to really focus on that content and really incorporate that personal branding element. Now, okay, if you don't know what personal branding is, I have a very, very awesome secret for you near the end of this episode where I did a stage presentation on personal branding and some key elements to create your personal brand, okay? So later on in this episode, I'm going to go show you that stage presentation that I did to give you some more value and help you out along this journey, okay? So step one, before, we need to do personal branding, PB. And what's crucial before you actually start making money with Instagram is you have to come up with a niche offering, some sort of offer. So what I recommend, the easiest way to do it, if you're just starting out as well, is come up with an offer that you can help people, okay? So think about ways that you can help people. Think about who you want to help and think about how you want to help them, okay? Think about who you want to help, how you want to help them, and then you need to come up with some sort of offer, whether that's a product or a service. Might be easier to start with a service, of course. Products, take a little bit of time to develop. So think about ways that you can help people. Maybe a service, maybe a coaching service, or maybe consulting, or maybe you're going to do an actual service for them. Maybe you're an online marketer if you want to try out copywriting or something of that nature. Just think of something that you can do as a service for somebody. That is really, really important. So personal branding, and then you want to come up with your offer. And this is a must before you start doing anything else on Instagram, okay? Now, like I said, later in this episode, I'm going to go deeper on personal branding, so stay tuned for that. But, so now that we have our strong personal brand, we have a core offer, so a product or a service that you can offer your target customer. Okay, that's really important. I want you to start actually posting content, okay? So before personal branding offer, and then once we get into the launch phase, I want you to start building value content, okay? Value-based content. And then I want you to actually start messaging people and actually start outreach messaging your target audience, okay? So when first and foremost, before you start messaging anybody, I want you to actually display content on your Instagram feed that gives value to that person, okay? So as an example, I target entrepreneurs, right? You as a growing entrepreneur, maybe a new entrepreneur, whatever position you're in. That's what I do. I'm an entrepreneur coach, right? So I'm going to obviously put content on my Instagram page that's going to help entrepreneurs wherever stage they're at and in different ways, okay? So if you go on my Instagram feed right now, it's I am Rachel Whynot. You'll see videos and photos of value content. I'm actually teaching real stuff on there and building that know, like, and trust with my audience, which is the most important part, okay? Now, once we have these elements in place, the biggest part, this is how you're going to make money on Instagram, is outreach. You're going to start messaging people. Me, I target entrepreneurs, so I'm going to go find entrepreneurs. I'm going to start messaging them. Start building that connection with them. Hey, how can I help you? Is there anything you're struggling with in your business? Start asking these questions, and then I promise you, you will start making money on Instagram. Even if you're at the beginning, to be honest, what I did when I first started out, I even offered some things for free, okay? Even if you have to do that in the beginning, if you're just starting out, I would recommend that just to build that know, like, and trust, and even you can get a testimonial from it, which is really, really valuable, right? So start the outreach, start messaging people, and I promise you, you will make money on Instagram. It's that easy, okay? So I'm going to go into the little bit of personal branding deeper now, and I'll see you soon. 3 secrets that have changed my life, literally, guys. I have saved this for this. I have an online masterclass. You can watch that if you go to whynot.com. But I saved this information specifically for this show because I wanted to tell you guys my secrets, okay? So I have 3 secrets, and they've changed my life, my business, and thousands of others. I work with literally women entrepreneurs all over the world, US, Canada, internationally, okay? Awesome. So, secret number 1, how to brand yourself online so you can dominate your market. Okay, before we take that passion, right, that one passion that we love to do, we have to figure out how do we brand ourselves and how are we going to be able to sell that, right? How do we package that passion up and create it into an actual business, right? That's what we need to learn and figure out how to do, and how to do it the right way. There's a very right way to do it, and there's a very, and I've seen it, there's a wrong way to do it, okay? So I'm going to teach you how to do that. So, this is the secret, guys. Personal branding. Does anybody know what personal branding is? You ladies know? No? Yeah? Personal branding. Okay. So, this is all about when we sell something, especially online, guys, we need to have people know, like, and trust us, okay? Nobody's gonna buy anything from you. Whatever you're selling, if you're selling a product, if you're selling a service, if you're selling an information product, which I'm gonna get to later, if you're selling anything, people buy people, not products, right? We have to know, like, and trust somebody before we buy it. So any of you, before you buy something, do you go on reviews and check it out, right? Yeah, over here. Yeah, you can check it out, right? Because you want to make sure that this person or this company or this brand, wherever you're purchasing from, that you know, like, and trust them, right? So if we're an entrepreneur and I'm an entrepreneur, I'm not going to be able to, you guys aren't going to buy anything from me unless you know, like, and trust me. And that is the biggest thing, all right? You have to, people aren't going to buy, again, and this is what a lot of entrepreneurs ask me. They're like, well, I have a great logo, you know, I have a great website. That's great. That's awesome. But what about you, okay? Think about it. What about you as the owner of your company? You're the expert. You're the expert at what you do. People need to know who you are. So, what's your story, right? Where do you come from? What's your backstory? How is somebody going to connect to you? That's the essence of personal branding, okay? We need to learn that stuff because we have to connect. We have to make that connection first and foremost. When we make that connection, that's when the amazingness happens, right? When you make those connections, online, offline, people will buy from you. You'll start seeing your business flourish. You'll start seeing that brand and that passion business grow like wildfire. Trust me, I've seen it happen to many clients of mine, even, you know, people all over the world. Personal branding is number 1, okay? Awesome. I went from literally a dreamer and a nobody, and this is the power of personal branding, okay? This is me 8 years ago, literally dreaming about, okay, you know what, I want to start my own business, but what am I going to do? You know, what's my passion? How am I going to sell it? How are people going to buy from me? Like, why would people buy from me? I'm nobody, right? So that's what I was thinking back then, but it's possible, guys. The power, again, of personal branding, story, who you are, connection, remember, that's what it's about. It's about the message, okay? So I went from a dreamer and a nobody to literally an expert brand and business. Like I said, I won awards. I've got to multi-7 figures and beyond. I've been in many publications, right? So that's an expert brand and business. And that was only because of personal branding. People connected to me. I made those connections, and that's how my business grew. And countless thousands of others as well. So, you're probably asking, what kind
kind of what is that, what are the key elements of that personal branding, okay? So key elements to a strong personal brand. And if you have a notepad or anything, take these notes, okay? So key elements to a strong personal brand. You want the image, of course. You want to look professional, you know, let's say like you're a chef, okay? Let's say your passion is a chef. You know, you want to be in the kitchen. You want to show what you do so people can see your expertise, right? You want the story, like I mentioned before. You want the story, the connection. How do people connect from you? Maybe your backstory is that, you know, maybe you came from another country and you came to Canada. Well, someone's going to probably relate to that and then want to learn more about you and then eventually buy from you, right? Does that make sense? Yeah? You with me? Okay, cool. And then, of course, we have to figure out what is our targeted demographic, okay? Who's going to buy from us and who are we targeting, okay? So, as an example, everybody at this show, literally, and I'm sure you can talk to every single booth at this show, who are they targeting? Does anybody answer that? Women, right? So we want to make sure we're really specific on who we're targeting. So many clients, I can't tell you how many guys come to me and ask me, oh, you know, but I do this and I do that, and I target men and I target women, and I, you know, all my targets are all over the place. You know, that's just so confusing, right? I'm confused. Why am I going to buy from you if I'm confused? We have to get really specific on who we're targeting. That is key, okay? And of course, like I said before, the messaging. So you want to make sure, okay, think about who you're targeting. So if you're targeting women, as an example, right? We have to, if you're going to think about it, if you talk to women and you talk to men, as an example, you're going to talk to these people differently, right? You're going to speak to them a little bit differently, right? So if you're targeting women as an example, we're going to use the messaging that relate to women, okay? That draw them in, that make the connection to us. Is that making sense? Awesome. Cool. Okay. So now I have dream clients coming to me daily, literally all because of personal branding. I made the connection. If you go to my website, you can learn all about my story and my background and everything. I'm making those connections on a daily basis, guys. This is real stuff. I now have clients. I used to, when I first started my business, not gonna lie, I went out begging for clients. I went out begging for people to buy my products and my services, right? Now they're coming to me, and that is the difference. That is the power of personal branding. Don't forget it, please, okay? That's probably the most important thing that I'm gonna teach you today.